Hi everyone, welcome back to another recipe video from me. I'm excited to be back. I know it's been quite a while since I've spoken to you guys and shown you something new I've created. So we'll just hop right into it and you can see some more recipes that I've added into my recipe journal. And as you can see in this one, I am putting a lot of doodles because when you're making a Vietnamese type of crepe dish, it's good to have some visuals on how you're supposed to fold it. And I also added some color into it just to make it look more interesting. Drawing in some of the steps like I'm doing here really helps me visualize as I am cooking, especially if it's a specific way you have to create the shape of your dish, like the bánh xèo right here. So it's good to have some doodles sometimes in your recipes just to help you visualize it. I realized that from the previous time I made my recipe video, I took quite a little bit of a break between adding in washi tape and different decorations and completing some of my recipes. So you'll see that I go back on some of them that have already been written out, and then I just add some decorative elements to it. And I also add some additional writing to some of the recipes and doodles. It's definitely been really fun getting back into recipe journaling. My life has been kind of crazy lately. With the impact of the COVID-19 virus, I'm sure all of you have been struggling and dealing with all kinds of issues since then, whether it be being stuck at home and not knowing what to do and yearning to go outside. Or maybe you know someone who's caught the COVID virus and you've had to deal with the aftermath of that, whether it be health issues, having to take care of them, or maybe a death. So my heart is pretty heavy for everyone and my thoughts are with you all. I hope we can get through this together. I think starting a creative journal of any kind, whether it be just a diary of how your day goes or maybe a recipe journal, can really help everyone get their minds off of all of the difficult things and give us kind of a little bit of an escape. It can also really relieve stress and anxiety. Just, being able to lose yourself in the creative process, I think that really helps. So hopefully you can get something out of this video and maybe start your own bullet journal, your own recipe journal, and just do some creative journaling, draw, doodle, just to get your mind off of things. So I've been browsing on Aliexpress, and I have to say that place is great for getting really cheap washi tape and also really cool stickers that you can use as little pieces of backgrounds for your photos that you put into your journal. So definitely check out Aliexpress if you want to get some really cheap washi tape or stickers, labels, anything like that. The only downside to Aliexpress is you have to wait so long for them to arrive. Because it's coming from China, you're going to wait a really long time to get your washi. So if you have a lot of patience, definitely purchase from there. If not, you can be an Amazon Prime person and just, pay for 2-day shipping for the washi from Amazon. With this batch of recipes, I am experimenting with layering different types of washi tape. I'm also trying to incorporate some more stickers, as you can see from the cute little doggy next to the title. So this recipe is a fan favorite, I have to say, with every culture that partakes in Vietnamese cuisine. It's the Vietnamese egg rolls. With this one, I thought it would be really helpful if I wrote down the instructions on how to roll the egg rolls. I think that is the biggest difficulty for most people when they try to make an egg roll, is they don't know how to fold it. So I put the visuals right there and step by step, just so in case I forget in the future, I have a reference point. You'll notice in this batch of recipes that I'm adding in a lot of soups. So soups in Vietnamese is called canh, and we have quite a lot of soups. Growing up, my mom would make me all kinds of canh. Canh can be made from different types of vegetables like canh bí đào, which is winter melon soup. I'm a high school photography teacher, and sometimes on difficult days where I have to lecture a lot, my throat gets so parched by the end of the day, like I almost lose my voice, because I pretty much spend all day talking and lecturing and giving presentations. So being able to come home to a warm bowl of canh really helps me feel comforted, and it helps soothe my really dry throat. That's why I love having canh. I even have it as a side dish to most of the meals that I make. It just goes really well with a little spoon of white rice and some meats on the side. You can never go wrong with that. I never got around to writing down a lot of the recipes, so I've been going on YouTube and just kind of refreshing my memory on how to make these different types of canh. And also congee, that's also a very comforting food for me from my childhood. So I like to make that from time to time, especially around the weeks where I have to speak a lot. One thing that kind of annoys me, if I am the person that's the main cook in the family, is that no one else is really obsessed with canh like me. So my younger sister and my dad live with my husband and I. And so the only two people that are actually obsessed with having canh every week is my dad and I. My husband and my sister aren't really into the soup type of dishes. My sister actually likes to have her pho dry with no broth, maybe a little bit of broth on the side. So at times it can be kind of a deterrent for me to cook canh, because it's basically just my dad and I who are going to be eating it. If you have a family of your own, have you ever felt like you were the only person that enjoyed a certain type of dish, and so it kind of demotivates you to make it? So let me know in the comments down below if you ever experienced that. So I know my viewers are people from many different cultures. I notice in Houston there is a big booming interest in Vietnamese cuisine now. I see a ton of pho places opening up, and people say they love having pho. So if you are interested in pho and you enjoy eating it, tell me which one is your favorite. Do you like the chicken version? Do you like the beef version? Are you a vegan? Have you tried the vegan version? What does that taste like? I'm curious. Because traditionally, pho is either made with beef stock or chicken. So it's interesting to see how Vietnamese cuisine has been tweaked and changed a little bit to kind of cater to all types of different foodies, especially with the vegan versions. So we are now at the end of my batch of recipes that I have added into my journal. I will do a little flip through now so you can see how each page turned out. I want to thank all of you for joining me again for another recipe journal session. I definitely have a ton of recipes that are sitting on the back burner right now, waiting to be jotted down. I will definitely return with another recipe journal, and we can have another fun creative session decorating and writing down these important recipes. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!